This is August 6, 2012. This is for the monks. One of the monks asked me to talk about neutrality, which is on page 85 of the Big Book. What the Big Book says is that once I've surrendered alcohol and I've worked the steps through step 9, I have cleaned house. I've surrendered in the first 3 steps, and I have cleaned house in steps 4 through 9. And once I have done that, I have been restored to sanity. That's what it says. I've been placed in a position of neutrality, which means that I can walk into a bar and be okay because I don't have that desire to drink. Or I can walk into a candy shop or a bakery and not have a strong desire to eat a cookie. Or I can walk into a nightclub and see women in 5-inch heels and glom onto them and my neediness. But my experience is that comes with a spiritual awakening. And the 12th step says, having had a spiritual awakening as a result. The second part it says, we tried to carry this message to other addicts. And the third part says, and practice these principles in all our affairs. So I have to have a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps. So to get in a position of neutrality, I have to work the inside steps, the inner 6 steps. To get to a position of neutrality, I need to work the inner steps from steps 4 through 9. And those are called the house cleaning steps. Take an inventory, share it with somebody. Find out what my character defects are in step 6 and ask God to remove them in 7. And 8, where I make a list of the people I harmed, and 9, make direct amends to them. That's the way I clean house. And that's the way I get a position of neutrality, because what's causing me to want to not be neutral is the stuff that's inside of me. It was really important for me to hear that if I'm not the problem, there is no solution. Because if the solution is outside of me, I'm a slave to somebody else. If I get the right woman, or if I get the right job, or if I have enough money, or if I live in the right place, or have the right clothes, have the right car, then my serenity is based on something external to me, and I am a slave to that. And that's not what God wants. God wants me to be free. So I have to accept responsibility that if I'm not the problem, there is no solution. And the way I bring peace inside of me is those 6 steps on the inside. Now first I have to surrender steps 1, 2, and 3. It doesn't make sense to try to do the house cleaning before you do the surrender steps. But once I do, I develop a sense of trust. The house is clean, and what was motivating me to do all those bad things is gone away. And then I don't feel attracted to that. Like for me, no matter how bad life gets, or how difficult life gets, I don't think about taking a drink. I don't think about taking a drug. I don't think about masturbating. I don't think about cheating on women. I don't think about smoking. That doesn't occur to me because I've cleaned house in that area.